r/ask Reddit. What is something that is sexualized that you wish wasn't? A popsicle. Man, just let me deep throat that shit in peace. And bananas, lollipops, candy canes. I just want to eat without weird looks comments. Do you know how many foods are shaped like dongs? The best kinds. Massage. Like, dude, if you're going to offer me a massage when my body hurts, then actually massage me. I'll let you touch my butt in a minute, just FFS, please rub my muscles out. I got a professional massage one time and had to sign a thing saying that I was cool with the glutes being included. Then the lady spent all her time on my shoulders and back and didn't touch my butt even once. I felt cheated. As a woman, glutes and pectorals. I've had exactly one massage therapist who I had a good enough relationship with where both she and I were comfortable saying, "Hey, what about glutes and pecs? I moved 2 years ago and I still miss her." Children. It's insane. Oh my goodness. Cannot agree more. Years ago, a major retailer sold thongs for girls in the 10 to 11-year-old range. Currently attempting to find the article. It was horrifying. Then there is the whole thing of having pants written across the arse of pants, which are clearly marketed towards young girls and tweens. Edit u/autistic potato and u/f your Ken strips have both found the information. It was Abercrombie and Fitch. The retailer was Abercrombie Kids. Kids, not regular Abercrombie for adults. The kids store. Thongs. For children. Daddy. That's exactly what I came here to say. As a father of two, I hate it. As a daughter with a close relationship with her father, I also hate it. Eating anything remotely cylindrical. You know how many foods are shaped like dongs? The best kinds. They thought I was possessed by some sort of dong devil. Superb, it is phenomenal. You're doing God's work, my friend. Step brother/sister. You can just blame porn for that. When I was a kid, in the dark ages before the internet existed, step, sister, brother was just a description with no sexual connotations whatsoever. Nowadays, thanks to porn, as soon as I hear stepsister, my brain automatically adds "what are you doing stuck headfirst in that tumble dryer?" and boom chicka wow wow music starts. I find it hilarious cause when I was in high school, whenever parents of two opposite sex kids got together, that stuff happened. Nobody cared. At all. I mean, you stuck two completely unrelated teens who didn't grow up together in a house and gave them full freedom and lack of supervision. Not overly surprising. The funniest one was the two who were dating for like a year and then their parents got together and told them they had to break up. Yep, that happened. Going on your knees or bending over. I always hesitate to pick up things and often reposition myself. Take a knee to pick things up. Squat instead of bending at the back. Works for me. When I squat down low, my coke dangles playfully. I need bigger shorts. When an adult man wants to be friendly with children, it's always sexualized. How are we supposed to find the next Mr. Rogers if we keep accusing every man of perversion the second he shows interest in just being nice to kids? My dad often talks to kids, like from 5 to late teens, because he claims that kids aren't often taken seriously. He encourages actual conversation and critical thinking and never claims their worries being silly or laughs at them. I am always scared someone will freak out and start accusing him of stuff, but thankfully no one ever has. I have though seen people being salty that their kids spend so much time around his workshop. He has a workshop that has an outside area and kids usually come to him when he's working outside. And then I think to myself, yay, kids actually like being taken seriously. Go figure. Me too. Kids get along with me better than a lot of people. And I think the reason is that when I talk to kids, I don't put on a puppy voice like most people do or assume they don't understand what I mean. And you know what? Screw it if it looks silly. They love it. Being nice. I hate when I'm decent towards a guy and they get pissed when I don't like them. I'm nice to everyone and I'm interested in no one. I'm also clueless when it comes to hints. So if anyone mistakes my natural courtesy as flirting and tries to flirt back, I unwittingly friend zone them because I just think we're being nice to each other. Yeah, natural courtesy and human decency should really not be considered flirting. Every ducking modern anime edit. For those taking my words way too literally, yes, there has always been sexualization in anime. No, I don't mean literally every modern anime. Here's proof it's becoming worse and that the lines are being blurred between hentai and anime. Stop it with your bullshit now. https://yahoo bhtk8twd8. Watching anime is risky business living in an apartment building. You just hope no one is walking by when a female character is in distress because it sounds ducked. I'm an average 15-year-old schoolgirl with gigantic knockers. Breastfeeding. At first I wanted to ask where this gets sexualized. Then I remembered how many lactation mods Skyrim has. Add the word public in front of breastfeeding and you should see the issue. It is still problematic in many Western societies for women to feed their babies in public places without getting looked at like they are doing something obscene. Friendship with the opposite sex. I like Hawkeye and Black Widow's relationship. Needs to be more like that. That's why Leslie Knope and Ron Swanson are one of my favorite friend duos on TV. Food, open bracket, cucumbers, banana, sausages, melons, milkshakes, etc. Milkshakes? My milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard. The cervix. For whatever reason some men still think they should destroy it or need to push through or something. What? Bro, if that happened it would be a medical emergency. Too many guys get all their knowledge of sex from hentai. Children. It's a subtle form of pedophilia that runs in this society. Also sexualizing, fetishizing certain races is quite an unhealthy trend. Subtle like a ton of bricks to the face. Appreciating the beauty in every kind of human, wonderful. Fetishizing it, plague. Shoulders, knees, kids, etc. That went from 0 to 100 real fast. One of these things is not like the others. The fish and shark tale. So, I hate to ask, but, what? Just look it up and you'll see a click this link to a fandom. Basically the whole women's clothing industry. Why does everything have to be about how sexy she looks? Why is it butt, breasts and hips and not what makes you feel comfortable? This is also one of the reasons, aside from big purse trademark sign, that women's pants have horrible pockets. If any, the longer, looser, or slash and baggier your pants or shorts are, the more potential pocket space there is. Women's pants and shorts are rarely ever any of the above. Holy shit, I tried going shopping and every clothing was skin tight and natural beauty. What's the Wi-Fi passcode? Totally awesome powerful, so I went to the boys section and it's all holy duck, I'm masculine, sweat and sports like. Can I just have something neutral and something with pockets that's not skin tight? I get men's pants because all the women's are skin tight and I hate that feeling. Corpse husband's voice. Leave the poor soul alone, please. I understand that his voice is attractive but please don't bring it up at all. I agree with you so much. Poor dude just doing his thing. But then ducking horny people being nasty. I was in one of his streams a while ago and people were asking him to moan novel things. I do agree his voice is nice sounding. But to get wet over that, I feel so bad for him. It does seem that they are mostly teenage girls. But still, it doesn't excuse their behavior. And what makes it worse is it is literally a medical condition. Like he can't even control it and someday his whole voice could go entirely. School uniforms. I never went to a school that had them, but I assumed that, for most people, the timing of when they and people around them would wear school uniforms just happens to line up with their sexual development, so it gets in their heads early and stays there. Open bracket. Understandable. But for other people, it probably just signals very young. Very creepy. Halloween costumes that shouldn't be sexy. SpongeBob, Elmo, schoolgirl, nuns, children's cartoon game characters, etc. Men's costumes, doctor, pilot, vampire. Women's costumes, slutty nurse, slutty pilot, slutty vampire, : I hear you. Women should be allowed to dress up as sexy doctors, not sexy nurses. Everything and anything dang rule 34. Sleeping with someone. Sometimes it's just a sleepover, or sometimes you're just sleeping in the same bed. This is a peeve of mine, as well. It's just a basic thing to do. I would like to share a bed with a friend, but that comes with sexual implications that are totally unnecessary. with clothing. Someone told me that he thinks I look super sexy in leggings and now I don't feel comfortable wearing them anymore. Would it help if I told you that you look super and sexy in them? Very much so. Thank you. People as soon as they turn 18. I was so scared to turn 18. I'm 20 now, but I was also horrified to turn 20, all because of me being sexualized. I've dealt with way too many people who counted down the days until I turned 18 because they would message me on Facebook when I was 15-16. Then realize how old I was, and then the wait began. The audacity of some people though. I can do and say whatever I want to her because she's 18. I'm no pedo. Yeah, but you are a sex offender. Long over the knee socks. Winter is cold, mate. I'd like to be able to wear them with tights and mid to shortish length skirt without it being assumed that I'm going for a schoolgirl porn vibe. Exactly this. Although I am an oddball case. Over the knee socks and skirt are so comfy. Though being a guy and all, it's very much looked down upon. Everyone instantly assumes I'm a horny femboy looking for cokes to suck. While, in actuality, I have a ducking girlfriend and would rather not. I'm glad this city that I live in is very accepting in that regard though, and is overall very progressive. Most people compliment me instead of looking down on me. I wouldn't dare going outside like that in any other city though. Boobs. I never noticed how bad it was until I had my son. My uncle came over after he was born and said it was gross that his mother breastfed him. While I sat there breastfeeding my son. Please check yourself. I'm feeding my child. Nothing weird about that. Not to mention, formula is expensive and gives a lot of babies tummy aches. I never understood this breastfeeding problem. If you think there is a sexual connotation in this act, then you have a problem. It's a breast. It's meant for this. People are ducked up. Edit. Yes. I know breasts play a part in sex for humans. I know we are programmed to find attractiveness in boobs, and to such extent that even lesbians are attracted to them. I know. However, we do not talk about naked lovers sucking each other's nipples in the street, but a mother feeding an infant. Everything that isn't sex. Women getting murdered. Horror movies and reenactments in shows like Cold Case Files. The woman murder victim is always wearing like sexy lingerie to get brutally killed in. Rape. Rape isn't something to be sexualized. It's a traumatic and horrible event. Gamer girls. The gaming community is pretty outcasted in society except the cute ones. People getting stuck doing household chores. Not wearing a bra. Rape. It's not funny, just sick and vile. Female nipples. Why do they blur out the female ones on TV, but males are fine going topless? It's infuriating. Edit. Typo. I still remember a still image from a TV show with a dead naked woman impaled on deer antlers or something. The children are safe because they blurred out the nipples. Exactly. Blood, violence, death, perfectly fine, but oh no. The nipples. Protect the children. Cheerleaders. Cheerleading is a predominantly high school sport and most cheerleaders are children. It's icky. Stepmoms. Animals. My race, if that makes sense. Like, people will talk about how exotic or spicy I am and that's pretty weird. Children and animals, just WTF. Lesbians, no, we will not make it for you to watch. No, you cannot join. Yes, we are in a real relationship, and for the love of God stop asking how we have sex. Little girls' clothes. Put even 2T girls' shorts or undies next to boys and they are much shorter and tighter. Massage. A proper massage is not the slightest bit sexual and can be instrumental in sleep quality, reducing physical pain and improving overall quality of life. A good and skilled massage can literally put you to sleep at will. I get them regularly and hate the seedy connotations that are so common. Sexualizing daddy mommy issues. Your dad abused you? Oh, you must like being hit and choked and made to feel like you're worthless. That's one of the most mentally unhealthy things I've ever heard of. How can people live like that willingly? Lesbians. Just let us do our thing. Being quiet shy around women. I am a socially awkward person towards everybody, including women. But for some reason some people think if I'm awkward towards a girl, then that means I like them. That is not the case most of the time. The word daddy. Peeing on people. Pooping. or body excretions in general. I don't know how people are turned on by scat, piss, or vomit. The word daddy, it's supposed to be an innocent word little kids call their father, yet people have turned it into something dirty. My Little Pony. Breastfeeding, ugh. Kids movie characters. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.